Rudolph Isley. We all know who that is.
Rudolph
Isley.
Yes.
Member of the famous Isley brothers. He is suing his brother Ronald. They are battling over the Isley brothers trademark.
What?
Yes. More people's at TMZ. There's a family battle brewing among the Isley brothers, with Rudolph Isley accusing his younger brother Ronald of going behind his back and possibly cutting him out of a ton of money. According to the lawsuit, Rudolph is suing Ronald over the rights to the Isley brothers trademark. He says Ronald applied and got approval for the trademark and in his own name and is taking all of the profits. So Rudolph says he and Ronald are supposed to split the profits from the band 50-50, claiming that each had 50% ownership in the band since their brother O'Kelly died away back in 1986. But Rudolph claims Ronald recently went rogue. In the docs, claims of Ronald applied for a grant of exclusive rights to the Isley brothers' name for use on visual recordings and audio-visual recordings featuring music and animation back in August. But Rudolph says Ronald needs his approval to cut such a deal. Rudolph says Ronald applied to put the trademark in his name in November 2021, but Rudolph claims they previously split all the profits for some big transactions, including a multi-million-dollar publishing deal. And now he wants the judge to order an accountant to see just how much money Ronald is making since the change. What's more, Rudolph wants the court to step in and declare the Isley brother trademark is jointly owned by him and his brother, and he wants wants Ronald to cough up any of the money that he's been making off the band's name since getting the trademark. So that's sticky. That's like it's like an intellectual property. That's really an intellectual property thing. That's kind of like what happened with the recent merger with WWE when they merged with the MMA, and I forgot the name of the new company, but Vince McMahon kept the intellectual property rights for, I believe, for the WWE. That's a smart move. That is an absolutely smart move. So I'm thinking Ronald is doing the same thing. But do you think that that's fair though? GPS.
I'm sitting here thinking, if there have been certain things that have been, if there have been contract breaches, if things have been overlooked, then possibly he's entitled to some money somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just trying to wonder why it gets into a lawsuit where, if that's my brother, I would just say, hey, look, I was just looking over the books, this, that, and the third,
mm-hmm.
and, I got some money missing off of this, and this. Am I missing something or what? And the brother says, oh, well, yeah, but I ain't gonna pay you. Well, then, okay, fine. Now I get to make it this whole big thing, but why nobody ever caught on years ago, last year, the year before, it's all kinds of reasons why these kinds of things come up. But
right.
Come on, y'all brothers, work this out. Man.
True.
Stop playing.
True. I mean, oh, wait a minute. Now you're saying it doesn't matter if it's brother or sibling or anything, Marsha? You just gave your little side eye there.
Yeah. Nobody, look, you know what? You faster than family. And it's sad. It's sad to say, but those are the crazy ones.
So you think he's in a wrong for doing that?
Yes, he's wrong.
Okay.
Do what you're supposed to. Pay your brother his money and do what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. But you gotta give Ronald his kudos for thinking about intellectual property, and especially in the days
I'm not mad at him about that.
For social media and everything. That's a smart thing to do. But yeah, he probably should have cut him in.
But talk to your brother about it first.
Yeah. Now this brings up the question, Marsha. Do you have intellectual property rights on your company?
I I need to check it, right?
Yeah, I
I
think you
got
should.
my trademarks and stuff.
Yep,
I'm going
yep.
to figure out what information.
I would talk to a lawyer, like a copyright lawyer and everything like that, and talk about intellectual property, because
You're right.
as a photographer, the copyright law of 1976, if you're not familiar with that, usually that will give you the rights to keeping any original artwork that you do, whether it be painting, photography, what have you. But the loophole is, if you're a for hire, like in some cases I am, you have to negotiate with your client, whoever they may be, to make sure you keep your rights of your work, because you can lose those rights in the contract. This is what Prince was talking about years ago when he was talking about his music and Warner Brothers. That's what they were trying to do. They wanted to get his masters. He said no. Michael was trying to get his masters. He said no. I'm trying to think who else was looking for it. There was a few people trying to get their masters. I think even Pac was trying to get their masters, or his masters.
Yeah, I think they.
And what happened to all of them? Unfortunately. Go TikTok. Interesting theories,
It's
but
a conspiracy.
I think so. So Marsha, get that intellectual property. Protect yourself, because as we said, generational wealth. If you keep the company going, generational wealth really, it means a lot with intellectual properties.
It does.